It's time to vote. I'm going to go get my sticker.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're almost to early voting, just about 2 weeks away. So in this video, I'm going to kind of go over a few things, the basics, just I think every voter should know. So stick around, do me a favor, take a second, click on that like, subscribe button down below. Go to the website afterwards and kind of check out some of the other videos we got. But we're going to go over some of my thoughts on the voting, and we'll get started as soon as we roll the intro. Of course, we always start these videos with the basics. Coffee. Hey guys, so here we are about 2 weeks from the election, from the early voting to get out, and I just wanted to deliver a message and let everybody know how important it is to get out there and vote, and exercise your civic duty. Everybody should be doing that, but don't do it in a stupid way. All right. It's very important to go. Now, if you listen to, don't go out and vote according to what, your news outlets are telling you to do, all the stories that they're running. That's a very biased, one-sided thing. They work for one side, and they're working to push one agenda, and they're out to do anything they can to get you to do it. Don't go vote according to what the politicians, I like them, they got a nice smile, and and then everything they say, believe and fluff and go in there and do it, So I would say it's important to vote, but we're at a pivotal moment in history. We're at a fork in the road on where this country is going to go, and it's either going to go far one way or far the other one. It's very, very, very important that you know who you are and whose you are before you go out there and vote. So I would say the first thing, and this doesn't take very long, but sit down without the media, everything turned off, and decide what's important to you. What do you believe in? What's your strong things? Do I believe, and looking at the different issues, economically, do I believe we're better or worse off in this, the direction that we're starting to go, and that we can either go further or go back the other way? Where was I doing better, before or after? What do I want to see happen with this country? Where do I want the sanctity of life? The woman's choice and all those issues to go. Where do I want the different issues that are important to you? National security. We got several countries on brinks of nuclear war, and of course we get drugged right in it because we're the allies of those countries. So is the diplomacy and how things are handled and the respect other countries have of us a more important thing? So those are issues you want to look at too. And don't go, go look up, this media outlet for that. Don't go looking on YouTube, because, YouTube moderates and will strike anybody who doesn't agree with their agendas too. So you need to go to, and if you do Google searches on it, there's several of them that are unbiased. Find out what's important to you. Go on those media outlets that are like nonprofit, they're taking a nonpartisan approach. They just take each candidate, like I think one's votesmart.org. When I was doing a quick search on there, there's smartvoter.org. There's a couple of them out there that you can look at. Not only are the presidential candidates, but you also have different congressmen, senators, and everything else for the state you live in. And I'm going to walk you through how easy it is through a screen share that I have on my phone, of just how easy it is to look something up. I'm going to give you an example, and the one that I'm going to look up on here is a race we have in Texas. We have Ted Cruz is running for Senate against a Colin Allred. Colin Allred is a Democrat, Ted Cruz the Republican. Big firefight. Their ads just get real nasty with each other on what the other ones are doing.
And one of the big agendas that we have here and that a lot of people's focus is on is the protection of girls and not having guys participate in girls' sports just because they identify as because they identify as a girl to be able to play in girls' sports and stuff. So anyway, it's a big hot button topic. People are on different sides of the issue and everything. So they're both running these just nasty types of ads. One of them, Ted Cruz, is running against Colin Allred, is saying, you know, he is not for protecting our girls. He's not for protecting our girls in their sports. Yeah, he's allowing dangerous stuff for guys that are built in that. And they had put this bill around earlier to try to get rid of, you know, make that a constitutional thing that was illegal to where they couldn't do it. And when they were putting that bill up to where these places would be fined for doing that and stuff, Ted Cruz was saying Colin Allred voted to let guys play in girls' sports and ran these just nasty ads. A girl playing, you know, like a flag football team and a girl playing flag football, and Colin, you know, a guy in Colin Allred jersey comes up and just tackles her and just lays her out unconscious on the ground, and he's standing up there above him. And then Colin Allred came back recently with ad saying Ted Cruz is totally lying. I never backed that bill. I was never in support of that bill, and I never voted against that bill protecting our girls and protecting guys from participating in them. Ted Cruz is a liar. He flat out lied in his ads, and he ran this big ad, so I thought that's a good example. So let's look it up. You have Ted Cruz saying that Colin Allred did this and running his ads, and Colin Allred coming back saying Ted Cruz is lying. So where do you believe? Of course, all the media is going to side with with Colin Allred and, you know, him, and Ted Cruz is being mean and everything. So let's look it up. Okay, so here we go, just to show you how easy it is. So I'm opening up my phone, and I've got a screen share here I'm going to show you. So anyway, I'm going to my phone here, and it's a common. So up here in the search bar, I'm just for Google Chrome, I opened it, and I'm just going to type in, votesmart.org. I already have it in there because I look at different things. See a search for candidate here. I'm going to type in Colin Allred. Let's just find out. This is how you fact check things. This is how you find out their voting records. So I just want to see if it's lying. So I'm going to type in Colin Allred. You can do this for any senator, governor, any candidates running. So let's punch that in. There's Colin Allred. Alright, so let's pull it up because I want to vote on the facts of stuff. This site, when it pulls it up, see up there under the facts it says votes. I can do that. It wants me to sign up for this crap. I just hit no thank you. And I'm going to scroll down. And under select issue, let me see, I'm going to punch that, look down here, where's it at? It's under federal, it's going to have something to do with kids or gender identity, or it'll have something weird there if it is something doing, there's minors and children now. There you go, sexual orientation and gender identity. It's probably going to be centered around that somehow. So let's scroll down. Alright, so let's see select issue. So then you can go down select issue. What particular issue? No, wait a minute. I think that's if I wanted to choose a different thing. Wait a minute, this is the page I'm on. So anyway, I'm scrolling down. This is actually the one, if you look right there, protection of women and girls sports. So it's an act, tells you when the voting comes up. You can see the different politicians, how many voted yes, how many voted no. This will show you about what all was on the ballot, the facts, what people say about it, but this is how the bill was written up and, what they were putting up to a vote right here. And it's real clear if you read this thing. It's saying that, it penalizes anybody, that you have to play sports according to what gender you were born in. So anyway, if you look right up there at the top, Colin Allred voted nay passage on this legislation. So we look at that, and in that particular case, Ted Cruz was right. Colin Allred did vote to let the guys, play in whatever sport they wanted to with the girls and everything else. So anyway, so that's how you do it. That's how you fact check stuff. It's that easy, and I'm not picking on anybody. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just telling you that you can look up any facts that you care about that same way, and instead of listening to the media, go in here and find out, how did they vote? What's their voting record? So anyway, we'll get you back to the video. Just wanted to take a second and show you that.
Go to, a quick Google search will bring those up, but go to one of those, look up the issues. Once you have kind of a little list of the things that you feel most strongly about, go look at where each one of those candidates stand on those issues, regardless of what they're telling you in their lip speak right now, because during a debate, during a runoff, and a politician, they're saying anything they want to try to appeal to the masses and all that stuff. So, you're looking at that. They're going to call the other one Hitler and do all this all this name calling, and try to do everything they can to make the other side look bad, make them look good, and the other candidates doing the same thing. So it's important to vote. It's important to exercise that duty, and it's important to let your voice be heard. But make sure it's your voice, not some media creator's voice. Make sure it's not that you're not just sitting there as a silly puppet on a string, doing everything they want to because you're stupid. Don't be stupid. I know you're not stupid. Take a little time. If you were going to go looking for a car, you'd do a little bit of research. If you were going to be looking for a house, what do I want in a house? Hopefully, if not, then that's where you end up. But it's an important decision. It's with consequences. So make sure you're going on there, look at past voting records, because I guarantee you if somebody in the past has voted going this way and doing these things, believe me, they become president, you think they're just going to change, but they may be saying, oh, we're going to jump back to that, but.
And we are charting a new way forward.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Yeah.
Believe me, they're going to go full bore and keep going the way that they're going. Either candidate. So look at where they've stood on the issues, where they stood in the past. Look at their actions, not their lip service. What have they voted on? What agendas have they pushed? What things have they done in the past? Because regardless of what they're saying, that's what their intention is. That's what their motivation is. Luckily, both the presidential candidates in here, we have track records on both of them. We can see exactly where they stand. So once you've found out what's truly important to you, not what's important to your buddy, not what's important to this newscaster or, the whatever media outlets that you have out there. What do you feel? What's important to you? And pick the candidate that goes more in line. You know, nobody's going to have it 100%, but which one is more in line with the things you feel strongly about? You know, and it draws clear-cut distinctions of where you want to be putting your vote, you know. So, you know, if you look at the, you know, the immigrants coming across the border, the whole border situation, there's a very clear cut, you know, who supports stopping that, bringing it back, and who is doing everything in their power over the last so many years to bring in as many immigrants as they can and to thwart people stopping from people coming in. So wherever you stand on that issue, whatever you think the financial consequences of that issue, the things coming, whatever, you have a side that you can pick, and it's picked based on your own research. You know, don't let it be picked because of all the news stories going either way. You know, what do you believe? You know, what do you see as the outcome in either direction? The other thing, you know, looking at the sanctity of life. Where do you stand on that issue? Do you believe it's a life, not a choice? Do you believe it's a woman's right to decide? Do you believe it should be left in the hands of the doctors? Or are you like, you know, set up right now where the states get to decide that, you know? You know, these are all hot button topics, you know, but know what your hot button topic is. Don't let somebody treat you like a puppet and, you know, go along just because you got everything you've ever learned from media outlets. You know, do your own research, cast your vote, make your voice heard. You know, there's tons of people on both sides of the aisle. My only thing is be on the side that you're on. You know, don't just come along with them because it's the popular decision. Don't just go along with them because every media outlet is telling you that. And, you know, it's.
And I'll tell you the problem I have with the whole media culture. It doesn't bother me that people disagree with me. What bothers me is when people stop thinking for themselves.
You know, please be responsible for the voice that you're casting when you cast your vote. But get out and vote, you know, let your voice be heard. Just know it's your voice, you know. Let you be you. Know who you are, whose you are, and the side that you're choosing. Hey guys, as always, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, of course, click on the like, subscribe buttons down below, but go to the site and check out some of the other playlists. I teach guitar, we take these trips I put on there, I do these consumer reviews, so all kinds of stuff. So be sure to check out the links below, go check out the site. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.